What's up, y'all? It's Aaron, 404 HEELZ, one half. We doing that SmackDown review for September 27th. It literally occurred. I just watched it. It was a good show. I don't know why the internet said Roman was coming. We did not get Roman at all. I heard Roman, Cody face-to-face. Never saw it advertised by WWE, but a lot of people on the internet were talking, maybe we don't get Roman till Bad Blood. Maybe he shows up at the Go Home show. We'll see. But this show didn't show up. Also saw something that Jimmy might return tonight. Also didn't happen. But we start the show with the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. His music hits. He comes out. He needs to address the crowd. More importantly, he needs to address Cody Rhodes and figure out why Cody Rhodes is working with the Bloodline or with Roman Reigns, the person who's been fucking over Randy this whole time. So Cody says, I'd rather be a fool than a coward, blah, blah, blah. You got to respect him, blah, blah, blah. Randy says, you know what? I do respect it. But it's not going to be a problem unless you make it a problem. Kind of planting that seed, as I like to say, for a little, rivalry down the road. But the rivalry brewing right now within this friendship, KO's music hits. He comes down. Before this man can get a word in, boom, Bloodline's music hits. Here comes Solo, the Tongans, Jacob, all that. They meet halfway down the ramp. Solo, mic skills, really, really good in this promo. He's, he knows when to talk shit to the crowd. He knows when to say what to say. Very, very good. I liked it a lot. KO comes back. KO is like, no one cares what you have to say. Why don't we just do a tag match? Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, KO, Randy Orton. Crowd goes crazy. Ha, ha, ha. Crowd's going crazy. Then Cody is like, you know what? There's three of us, blah, blah, blah. KO's like, hey, bro, we got this. You worry about your tag match on next Saturday. We got what we got going on right here. We got our own buddies. Like, we don't need you. Kind of planting that seed even more. So we get the main event, Randy Orton, KO versus the Bloodline. Right after that, we get KO tells, I already said that, blah, blah, blah. Bailey and Naomi is the next match. We get that. It's, I think I read that Naomi has never beat Bailey. I'm not sure about that, but we kind of all knew this was going to be a Bailey wins and then goes to face Nia Jax, kind of like a rematch of the championship match. And I might have to say, I think this is where Tiffany cashes in her money in the bank at Bad Blood. They kind of teased it, planted the seed again in the show, in the promo. We had Nia Jax damn near choking out Tiffany. But I just think the match was okay between Naomi and Bailey. Wasn't nothing crazy. I will say when Bailey came out, the graphics did say damage control for a little bit. I don't know if that was an accident or they just, I don't know. But I haven't seen it. It was like damage control. Then it switched to Bailey. So I don't know. Maybe a little seed planting, maybe not. Maybe just a mistake. We'll see. The match started. Bailey really couldn't fight her friend necessarily until Naomi kind of got her riled up. And then Naomi ended up losing. We had the Bailey to belly, and then hits her with the elbow off the top. 1, 2, 3. Game over. Bailey goes on to face Nia Jax at Bad Blood. I think no one wins this match, and we just get a cash in from Tiffy. So we'll see what happens. Then we get a little backstage between Andrade and LA Knights. Andrade is saying, last week I went to shake your hand. You didn't shake my hand. I have no respect for you. I was like, all right, that's crazy. He kind of tried to fist bump you. That's a little half respect, I guess. So they're kind of talking. LA Knight's like, oh, yeah, you got no respect. And then, whaboom! Here comes Carmelo Hayes and just takes out LA Knight. Looks at Andrade. He's like, let's go. Time to go to the ring. Goes to commercial break. Then it comes out. The match starts. This is the sixth match. Right now it was 3 Andrade, 2 Carmelo Hayes. After this match, Carmelo steals one again, and we get a 3-3. Obviously, we're going to have a 7th one. I don't know if it goes past 7. I feel like they're kind of setting up maybe like a little triple threat match between Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. But again, the Carmelo Hayes Andrade fight, amazing. Banger. This was probably one of the better ones out of the 6 for sure. Way better than last time. But this was a really, really good match. LA Knight's music comes out. He tries to get involved. Carmelo Hayes kind of pushes Andrade into LA Knight. Gets the roll up 1, 2, 3. Dips out of there. He's got a couple wins on Andrade that were just kind of roll ups. He's got one kind of clean win where he hits the finisher, gets the pin. But the other 2 were kind of roll ups because Andrade was distracted. I don't know. Maybe we just have this cap week 7 or match 7 will be the last one on this SmackDown before Bad Blood. So we'll see. And then I think maybe LA Knight kind of has a rivalry with Carmelo Hayes. Maybe I think I'd rather see that than Andrade. See what happens. And then we get Michin versus Piper Niven. This is kind of like a preview match because next week we're going to have a dumpster match between Chelsea Green and Michin. So we all kind of knew who was going to win this one. We just didn't know how, but she gets the victory. Piper Niven kind of tries to do the cannonball, but backfires. Michin moves out of the way. Chelsea Green tries to distract. Michin kicks her with a leg. Then we get the leg drop. Bam, Piper Niven. 1, 2, 3. We'll see how this dumpster match goes next week. I think they're probably, hopefully, going to let Chelsea win it, but you never know with her. Sometimes they got her on a winning streak, and then sometimes they'll have her on a really, really bad losing streak. So we'll see what happens with that. Then we get the KO, the main event. We get Kevin Owens, Randy Orton versus Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. It's a great match. Everything we expect from Jacob Fatu. But before this, they're having a little backstage thing where Cody tried to go talk to KO, be like, hey, man, I know there's tension. KO's like, hey, I got a match. I'm going to go worry about that. You do you. I'm going to go do me. So he walks away. Then Randy, my bad, y'all. Choked a little. Then Randy is like, no, Cody, you see the bit. My bad. Choked a little bit. But before the match starts, Randy is talking to Cody, and he's like, hey, man, them Tonga brothers come out. We need you to have our back. So, of course, what happens? KO and Randy are about to win the match. Here come the Tonga brothers. A little. Yeah, kept chewing. Randy is like, hey, man, we might need your help, Cody. So that's what happens. Tongas come out. Music hits. Cody comes out. Cody's handling his business on the outside. DDT's old botch. Then we get KO hits the stunner on Solo. He's going for the pin. Jacob throws Cody into the ring, takes out the ref. KO's looking for the pin. He's not hearing the count. He looks over. He sees Cody took out the ref. Then Jacob Fatu comes in, of course. Super kick. Solo gets the pin on KO. Craziness ensues afterwards. KO's mad. He's pushing. Randy Orton's trying to break it up, saying, hey, I invited him. KO's pissed because KO told him not to come out there earlier. Randy told him to come out there. We'll see. It looks like we're just setting up Cody versus KO round 2. Maybe Crown Jewel. Maybe that's where they kind of kick it off. Maybe have Randy be a special guest referee. Something like that. But I think they'll go KO and then to Randy. And we'll see what happens. Y'all. We were disappointed there was no Roman, but hey, sometimes it's like that. We don't know when Jimmy's coming back. I'm going to guess Bad Blood. But appreciate it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.